Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you something new, which is a completely brand new capability, which is introduced by Microsoft and as a part of new capability, and it's a new feature altogether, right? And currently it's in preview, right? So that is why, and that's when this is gonna be changing a lot more and is going to a lot more sense when it comes to the different industries. Now, what are those different industries where they got to go ahead and utilize this capability as a part of identity recovery or identity recovery by using third-party solutions or third-party service, right? And that's what I'm going to show you how we can go ahead and set it up, right? Now, there might be a questions who this identity recovery is for, or what are the industries, what are the companies or businesses, and why should they be using this capability or service, right? Now, let's jump onto the demo and I'm going to walk you through altogether and you can understand it better way. So let me share my screen here quickly and I'm going to show you how we can go ahead and do that. All right, perfect. So I'm on the Entra portal, right? So this is a Entra ID capability and that's being introduced and that's in public preview, private preview currently. So once it is available or once it is going to be public, then every organizations can go ahead and use that, right? So let's open up this small window and scroll it down here. So you can see this is currently in preview mode. That means we can go ahead and utilize this or set it up, right? Now, once you are here and you can see a one liner over here, which says that let users recover their accounts securely without need to support or contact support. And this is going to be kind of self-service option for helps option helps lower help desk cost and promotes strong verification method for organizations as well as for people who are trying to actually get into the system or verify their own identities, right? And you can see the bunch of details over here, which shows more about account recovery and benefits and savings of account recovery and recovery in action, right? So there is walkthrough as well as you can also calculate the cost. Why? Because this is something which is going to be integrated with your Azure pay-as-you-go subscription, and it needs that capability to be linked and enabled with your Entra ID tenant, right? Now, let's jump on how we can go ahead and set it up. So I'll just go through the run or review some of the walkthroughs here, and that's something which we can do by using this simple straightforward guide, right? How end users can perform account recovery in Entra ID, basically. So these are the steps shown up over here. Definitely you being a technical person or the IT pro who has skills or they would be able to do that. But the people who are purely non-technical, right? They don't have the technical understanding or they are not much into technical side, right? So they won't probably do it, but definitely with the instructions and right set of information, they would be able to do it. And that is why this document is going to help, right? So this is for end users, but there is also a document for the administrators and for the people who can go ahead and set it up, right? So let's jump back to the portal and you can see the cost savings and estimation. So I'll go through that as well for a while or for a pick. And you can see the cost saving estimators. Now, this is going to be calculating based on the number of users across the organizations and tenants, right? And then you can see there are 121 users across the organization that I'm showing you, including percentage of monthly recoveries, right? So we can set up this percentage, either 6% or something, and basis on that is going to calculate that cost, right? Now, it totally depends on the organization, how they are going to keep that percentage of monthly recovery percentage or percentile, and based on that the cost is going to be changed. Let's say I kept it 5, you can see the changes over here, right? And that way it is going to be changing that cost as well. Also, here you can see the traditional help desk and self-service account recovery cost. So you can see the difference, which is going to cost, or which is average cost for mid-tier help desk at $60 and productivity time lost minute of 60. Then what is the difference between both, between traditional help desk and self-service account recovery, which is going to show us over here, which is a $2, which is a per cost verification, and productivity time lost in minutes is about 5 minutes. So you can see the difference per month cost and the per month time that you are going to spend, right? And also how much you are going to save as in cost and time gained per month, right? So you can save 351 in this case when it comes to the 5%. If I keep it as a 9%, you can see the cost is drastically changing and moving that towards the a complete where the cost is going high, right? And even you can see also the time you gain back per month if you keep it that way, right? And if I keep it as a 3, then you can see the difference over here as well, right? So in short, it is going to save you time, save you money, as well as going to help you a lot. But definitely it comes with a lot of underground work to integrate and set up those platforms, right? Now, this was all about the cost saving and cost saving opportunities that we can build and find. Now, let's get in action mode to see how we can go ahead and set up account recovery, right? So here's the option. You can see setup account recovery. Click on get started. And from here, you would see two different options, one with evaluation and second is production, right? And you can see the difference between both as well, what is covered, what is not covered in each of them, and would be able to see the differences in clear. When it comes to the evaluation, account is not recoverable or is not or will not be recovered, but when it is production, that's available for us to do. Now let's go with the evaluation for now and click next. So here I can add number of users including either group or excluding any specific group, right? So for now, I'll just simply search for any group that is available over here. And I think I can add any group, which is going to be, let's say, global team, right? And this group has 79 users. So that means this group is going to be allowed or allocated to set up a recovery or recovery account. Under the identity verification providers, you would see the different identity providers, and here those are, right? So identity verification by AU10TIX, which is a free trial available, identity verification by IDEMIA, and identity verification by True Credentials. Now, these all of them are third-party service providers in this case, and you can leverage them for your identity verification purposes, right? Now, definitely this one is giving free trial, right? And that can maybe give you for 30 days or something, but these two are not giving and you need to integrate them. So to integrate them, once we click on get solutions, it is going to show a small pop-up over here and going to give you but bit of details so that you can go ahead and understand it better way. What is included, what are the capabilities. I choose this one, this solution, and from the security compliance certifications requirements and what is the terms of use. Along with that, you can see the plans and pricing, ratings and reviews and details plus support if they are providing any. And when you wanted to select and use that one, you can click on Microsoft Security Store, which is going to take you to this page over here, which is Microsoft store.securitystore.microsoft.com. And from here, you can get this as a solution for your tenant. And you can see the requirement as Entra ID at minimum, and you can see the bunch of details to go through it. And you can see the verified ID free trial, right? Here you can see 1 to 100 users and then price of that, billing terms, and subtotal per user cost, right? and then other as well, including their respective products, right? So it totally depends on how you wanted to go ahead and about it and use that as needed, right? So this was part of this particular solution and using it. But when you wanted to select, you just need to click on the select button. And if you don't have subscription linked to it, to your Azure subscription, then this is going to give you this error or notification saying that selected identity verification provider is not linked to Azure subscription for your tenant. So you got to link it and then only it is going to be allowing. And to do that, we got to come back here and click on this get solution, and it should be going through the verifications between your Azure subscription and your identity, and then it should be checking it. Now you can see that here I have subscription, which is Azure subscription 1, and then you can see the resource group. I'm adding, let's say I'm going to add this one is going to create a separate new, and I can also give it a subscription a resource name. Let's say external ID verification. RG. And this is not needed. Okay. So you can see that once that is added, we need to select the plan, whichever it is, right? And upon selecting plan, it's gonna be costing us based on that. Now, if I select this one, which is verified ID free trial, that's available for particular period, and 1 month trial to 1 month subscription. So this is for 1 month trial, and then after that, it's going to start the costing. Let's say select this plan for now. And once that is done, you can select the number of users. So how many users you wanted to cover up under this capability, right? So maybe let's say I wanted to keep it for 3 or 5 users. And then you can also see the subtotal as it's free trial now. That is why it is not showing any cost, but that would have shown. Also, there is auto renewal option for us. You can either keep it on or off based on your needs. So for now, I'm going to keep it off, or this option should be completely turned off. And then you can go ahead and click next. On the next window, you would see the complete recovery or the summary of this order details. And once done, you can simply click on this place order, right? So once it is placed, that means this solution would be provided and added to the tenant. And from there, you can go ahead and make it available across the organization, right? So that is something we need to go ahead and place and make sure it is integrated with Azure subscription, right? And the last confirmation is going to be shown on this last step, shown upon the order placement, right? So that is how it is going to be working. Now, once that is placed, it's going to be set up, and then you got a complete details. I'll just start applying it and let's see whether that works or it does not. So give it a moment and it might give an error as well. So let's see what it says, saving your account recovery setup. Okay, let's see, this is still trying to refresh the window. Oh, perfect. It has given an error which says that the selected identity verification provider is not linked to other subscription for your tenant. To recover account, purchase and configure the provider in the Microsoft Security Store, right? So it needs that capability minimum subscription are required, and then we can go ahead and link it, right? So once we have that subscription, we can link it and then that can be leveraged, right? So for now, I'm not gonna add it because this is on a trial basis, but still that is something which is going to be added and should not be adding additional cost, right? So let me see, let's see the placing order, what it shows, right? Okay, your SaaS is in progress. Confirm account now, deploy link solution. Okay, so it's going to be linking that with the respective resource group and resource name that's going to create in Azure. So meantime, I'll just go back to Azure portal, and from there, I will show you whether that has created the respective resources, and then we should be good there. Perfect. So let's open up this subscription and then resource groups. Okay, it did not, seems it did not create anything yet, but okay, configure account now. Okay, it needs to configure it. Okay, so once that is done, we got to come back to the Azure portal and configure it. Okay, here it is going to configure with the Entra ID. You can see the name and Entra ID, landing page app registration. So I'm going to accept this, and then it is going to create a system managed identity into the Entra side, and that can be leveraged for this to integrate. So here you can see I got the details, which is a post free trial plan, and now I got to configure it. You can see the identity, name, email address, and everything. So just subscribe it, and once we do that, it should be ready for us to go ahead and leverage. Okay, so now once that is done, then deploy link is going to be activated. So it's waiting for that. Okay, so this shows that everything is set up correctly. Now it says verified ID environment is being set up. You will receive confirmation once your account is ready. Okay, so this is going to confirm after that readiness, right? And once done, it should be, let me go ahead and see if there's an email. So here are some of the steps. Monitor your setup and then compare or get the preparation. So you can just go through it and understand it better way, right? So that's gonna give us complete clarity as well. So let me refresh this page if it is still in progress or it has created any resources within Azure, and that should show us the complete details. Not yet. Okay, so that could be in a verification process and it will show up after some time. So you can see that confirmation is already done, and let me go here and see if it is showing up. Okay, so here it says the trial plan, and let me click on this one. Let me click on this page. Okay, this is already done, but let's see if it is going to show us that process or it needs any verification process from this vendor provider, right? Okay, here I got that one of the email and then another email that I have subscribed for this one. Okay, so this is saying configure your account. Let me click on this and see where it takes. Already subscribed. Okay, so this was just verifying that. This is redirecting to Microsoft, so I'll just close it. Okay, this is the same page, but here you can see it's a part of Microsoft Store and it's showing up the details, right? And here it is showing all the details of the tenant, basically. So this is how we can go ahead and set it up, and definitely it's going to be added into the Azure side upon verification and confirmation from both sides, because this solution is a third party and not the Microsoft, right? So third party solution is being integrated with Microsoft Entra ID, and that can be leveraged and used for verification purposes, right? So let's go back to the Entra portal, and I'll just simply refresh this and see if that is showing up. Okay, it says successfully was integrated, and we can simply go to review the SaaS subscription. So let's see if it is showing up or no. It took a bit of time, probably because of verification purpose, but that should be ready and showing up. Oh, not yet. Okay, so here you can see external ID verification as a SaaS-based solution. And let me copy this name. And you can see the bunch of details over here, right? Billing information, then contact duration and price, contract duration over here, and then other details as well, right? Which I set it for 5 number of users, and then I can change the plan later as well, right? So you can also see the other details of this plan, including activity and everything together. And let's go back. I'll go back to Azure portal and try to search this one. And you can see this is added as a resource over here as a SaaS based solution. So just go back and I'll just search it over here as well into the Entra. Okay, I think it's just gone away. Nope, it is not showing here. Probably it should show up under the enterprise apps or registered apps because this was registered one, and it is just adding an service principal to the system at the Entra ID. Nope, it is not showing up, but this is a complete SaaS-based solution that has added to the tenant, and you can see it is using as a part of a resource, right? Now, to do that, definitely we can go ahead and use it, and it is set up as appropriately. So let's see if it is linked or we need to take any further steps, but it should be ready for us to go ahead and use it. View details, let's see where it takes. Okay, this is on the respective portal. So I'll close this out. Let's refresh this page and let's see. Okay, click on this. Here it shows subscribe now. Now we are seeing only deploy linked solution option. And once that is done, it should show us, or it should be deployed basically. Okay, let's go back. And let's go back to the account recovery page once again. And we should be able to see something or some changes. Okay, let's give it a minute. Perfect. You can see that it is configured and successfully provisioned. Now it says that identity verification provider has successfully configured billing account recovery is now available, right? And for more details, we can go through this step, how we as an IT pro can go ahead and take the steps to able to add this solution or SaaS solution and deploy a linked solution across the organization. So this document has a complete details. You can go through it and do it and test it and use it as and when needed, right? So that is how it is going to be, and you can also go ahead and manage it. So there is option if you want to change it from evaluation to testing, then that's also possible. Then you can add number of groups or users, and then next is a review. Now selecting identity verification provider, which is appropriate. And over here we have view details for the same. And once we go through it, we can make a decision or we can take the steps and then click next to review and take the next step to complete that one. So this is pretty straightforward as well, right? So yeah, that is how it is going to be, and you would be able to do that and take the appropriate steps, right? So that's what I wanted to show you, how we can go ahead and integrate account recovery within Entra ID by using third-party identity verification providers, right? So that's it for this one. Hope you like it. Hope you learned something new. And let me know what are your thoughts around this one, whether those are really being used or what are the industries, what are the areas where those or this capability would be utilized, right? So that's it for this one. Hope you learned something new. Don't forget to like this video, share it to their friends, and subscribe to the channel as well. And that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.